Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's time for an update video. That's right, it has been a little bit since the last one, 2 months, because I forgot, unfortunately, to do an update video the previous month. Till it was a little bit too late, and then I was like, we'll knock it out next time. I also didn't put up the Patreon Q&A stuff, so as a result, felt like everything was in flux, everything was melting. But this time, I got it all done. We'll be able to do that just fine here. So, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's roll through quickly what we've been doing recently. So, last update was here. It says July in it, but I did it, I think, at the end of July. So, here's some of the streams we had going on. Over the past 2 months, what has KZ done? Well, Evo Finals happened. I don't know if we'll be doing another one of these based on what ended up happening to Evo afterward with its owner change, but, you know, we'll see what's going on. We have a lot of time before then. I finished up Rido Remastered, enjoyed that a good bit. We finished up Trails of Cold Steel 3, and then immediately rolled into 4. Then across like 12 days, I believe, 12 streams, yeah, we knocked out Cold Steel 4, thoroughly enjoying our time with it. Got some Mario Party stuff in there so that the people that don't care about Trails at least had something fun to hang out and, you know, like enjoy or whatever. So we had that. That one's a little too intense for me. That's too much too. That one too. Yeah, we can do this one. This is from the bouncer. I can take anything with that. All right, so we did Cold Steel 4, 3, Rido, some Mario Party. Had a great time. Then we had some Kirby stuff coming in. So went ahead and tried to play a bunch of Kirby before the Forgotten Land DLC dropped in the Switch 2 version, which gives me a reason to replay it. So, did a bunch of the early era, so Kirby's Dream Land 1 through 3, Kirby's Adventure, Kirby 64, Kirby Star Allies, Kirby Superstar, a lot of Dream Course. And then we did Forgotten Land for 3 streams, taking out the main game, 100%ing it, and then 100%ing the new Star Crossed World section. Ugh, what a horrible, like, intro gift for that one, am I right? Like, oh my god. We checked through the last beta for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and then we checked out Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I received code for that, so I did a playthrough of it. Had a great time with it. Very good. Then it was time to Trails into Reverie. I was like, I'm gonna wait until the Sky remake, then I bet I can beat Reverie before it comes out. Then it turns out I could, because we played it really fast. We went like here, and then it took, I think, 9 streams. 9 streams for that, so like 11 days or something, I think. Split up. Felt pretty good about it. Probably my favorite of the games thus far. Did a KH2 rando run because I just kind of needed something different to break up that day. Got a little bit more Mario Party in. We had a couple evil games there. I did a ranking video, putting together all the Trails characters on a sorter website I saw friends using. I'm gonna be honest, not particularly good. You know, it left out so many critical characters like Gilbert. Thanks to Devontae who gifted me the Doge for it. I checked out the Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC, so we have a little supplemental video there. Me talking about the game in general a couple of months after it came out. That was fun. And checking out the weird, like, banana puzzle they got in here and a little bit of the roguelike mode. Had a great time. Really enjoyed that. Then we started playing Sky First. Gung Ho sent over code, so we've been checking that out. I'm actually about to play it more. That's why it's in the background of the video setup here today, because I should record this update video before the stream today so I can get both that and the VOD up very quickly. Then we did what was promised the previous month for a rent goal, which was to do a 1st to 5 in Super Mario Party Jamboree, because there's a frenzy mode that's 5 turns long. 1st to 5 wins. We did that here. I got food poisoning, and it takes effect at some point during the stream, and if you know that, you can tell when it happened, but I said nothing about it because I didn't want to ruin the stream. It was an important stream. I didn't want to ruin the sanctity of it. But then after that, we did some more trails going through it. Checked out Sonic Racing Cross Worlds full version. That game is awesome. Highly recommend it. Probably when it's on sale. I know not everyone can drop $70 on a kart racer. Then we did some N64 Mario Party. Wanted to make up for the fact that I felt really bad during the last one. But unfortunately, Jordan's internet was so unbelievably bad and throttled that in the second game, it runs at half speed. It's really good, but also really bad. After that, we did some more trails. I did a bit of a death stream. I did Pac-Man World 2 Repack because we're finishing off this past month's rent goal, and also I've been really looking forward to it. Did not do the post game for it, but I did the entire main game and really enjoyed the post game entirely new, which is cool. Top Shelf remake. I think it's only $30. Definitely recommend it. Solid 3D platformer with more and more new levels like added onto it and extra like boss stuff. So really good. And then we checked out Lego Party. That's why I'm a Lego today. We checked that out last night. It is a Mario Party game, but with Lego, you know. They have some smart changes to how the game works, and I think they did a pretty good job with it. So that's what has been the channel for the past couple months. We've made I put out some videos on the main channel. Anytime there is a big event worth reacting to, the reaction stream or reaction video has appeared on KZXcellent.com, which just takes you to that YouTube channel. I also put up at least a new supercut on there since I've last done an update, and it was Taven, The Legend of Taven. We did that one. That was fun. I grabbed the MK Armageddon stream from a couple of years ago, and I crunched that out. I definitely want to get another video like that out this month, so I'll see what I can do. But it is going to be quite busy. Let's talk about what's going on with me in October. October's got a lot of stuff. I'm going to try and quickly finish Trails in the Sky first chapter, which we're on the final chapter of that game. Like, we're almost done. Just gotta bust through this last chunk. So I'm thinking it might take maybe 2 streams based on my memory of how long the ending of the game is. So we'll see. But overall, delightful time with that. Very good. It is the first game's remake, so definitely a great place to jump in. Now, what else did I want to... So we're going to do that. A Digimon Story Time Stranger's coming out this week. I applied for codes, so if I end up getting it, I definitely want to do that. It is... we also want to do more Lego Party. We've only played the first 2 of the 4 boards of that. Pokemon Legends Z to A is coming out. I already pre-ordered that, so definitely jumping on that as well, so... this does mean Trails is going to take a backseat once we're done with first chapter, so I can get through some of these other RPGs that are coming out. And once I've cleared some of that off my plate, I can start getting back into Trails with the only 2 games that are left to play. Daybreak 1 and 2, because the newest one isn't out until mid-January. So, just pacing that stuff out. Would like to do some horror-related stuff or some October-themed game stuff, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. More on that later. But yeah, that's a couple of the big releases coming out. Ghost of Yote comes out. Don't know if I'm jumping on that or not. Depends on how my finances and stuff are looking. So I gotta be a bit choosy on stuff. I luck out that a lot of the things that I do for streams that I am the most excited for, I'm usually getting blessed with a little bit of code support and stuff, which has helped tremendously. So that might happen again here, but we will have to see. But that's some of the stuff that I have planned coming up. Let's get over to the Q&A. Alright, there was a cut just because I had to go grab it, because I totally forgot to grab it on the way to getting started with this. So I post a Q&A thread each month when I remember to properly do it, giving you guys like a week or so to get me in some questions. I answer them here on the show if they're good. I usually don't even look at them in advance because I'm stupid. So, here we go. Let's see. Shades of Near sent this in, and they sent this in just in time. Let's see what they had to say. Between the 3 and 9 read-through and Trails character ranking, do you have any other ideas for videos for the VODs channel? No, not really. When it comes to, like, videos for the VOD channel, they kind of happen a bit sporadically in terms of, like, ideas. Nothing necessarily has come to mind for, like, thing I record for it. Occasionally, videos for the VOD channel now that I have a main channel, come down to supplementals, which are anytime I feel like I need to do something that I don't necessarily think will work great for the stream, because I like making progress in the playthroughs on stream. So sometimes I, will just not end up doing stream content for. This is like doing some extra side quests in Pirate Yakuza, or my Dondoku Island stuff I did for Infinite Wealth, or 3 and 9, which you obviously mentioned through that, or recently we did the Donkey Kong DLC, and I did like that. So we have those, and then sometimes I do a video where I'm like, I don't think this is good enough for the main channel necessarily in terms of like what I'm doing with it. So I ended up doing that. At first I was thinking about doing the Trails thing on there, but then I went, it's probably going to be a bit too dry. So, but VOD channel, I feel like it could work pretty well. But there are very few reasons to like make anything super crazy for the VOD channel video-wise, but there are times it makes sense, but it's usually to help build out something from the streams and stuff, because the streams have kind of like morphed into like kind of what I did for Let's Play stuff back in the day, just a bit less of a deft hand in terms of editing. But I don't have anything on the docket yet, but for the main channel, there is a video I do want to do that would be edited and would be, I guess, essay-ish that I'm thinking about, but I just need to carve out the time to do it, which just hasn't happened yet, since definitely not in the way when I was crunching to do the Donkey Kong one. And there's a couple of supercut ideas that I have. I just got to figure out which one I want to do, and then I can, once I get started, I can really just start chopping it up together. So we'll figure that out. But nothing on my short list of things that I want to talk about in the VOD channel at the moment, though. Thank you, though, Shades of Near, for that question. Let's see. Skyclap Brent said, seeing the 7 Deadly Nonces game made me think, is there any anime IP you want to see made into a video game? And what kind of game would it be? I was thinking like at some point they could have, I was trying to think of like anime that I like, and then you obviously imagine like a game version of it. I thought of ones like, for my favorite anime, Eureka 7, I thought of like a pro lifting style of a game, because in that lifting is like you're using a hoverboard out in the world and you're like grinding through the sky. I feel like you could totally do that, where you try to find cool spots around that series' world, do sick tricks and competitions, get magazine features, stuff like that. Really leverage the great soundtrack that those had, but that's my favorite anime, but everything around it since then has been terrible. So, I'm just not gonna hold too much hope in my heart for a thing like that. Yu Yu Hakusho, in terms of game concepts, because that's another one I thought of, is like you hyper extend the first arc of that series to actually do like detective cases, make it more of like an open, like a Dragon Yakuza style city with it. And then, of course, you can, like, adapt that first, like, season of the show up to the Tarukane arc, I feel like, and you can keep that structure. Because I thought of structure-wise, if you try to adapt the whole show, it stops being more like you can do small side things as soon as that first season's done. And then you could probably fit it in the third season, but then the Dark Tournament kind of, like, demands a very specific different type of story structure. So I was thinking you could probably do something with the first season to really like make a game like that. But those are a couple of ones that I've thought of off the dome. Thank you for that one. Let's see, let me see here. Devil Lag sent in something here. Any game series that you haven't tried, have minimal experience that you'd like to get into? Are there any games you haven't done for content that you really want to play? Let's see. Series that I haven't tried, have minimal experience that I want to get into. I would say Atelier. Of the many JRPGs that come out, it's the one that I have zero experience in at all. I know there are several of them. And they go in like little trilogies or little chunks, and then they move on to different characters and stuff. They seem interesting, but I haven't touched any of it the closest I've gotten. I actually haven't really played a lot of Gus stuff, except the Fairy Tail games. That's great. But But yeah, that would be my answer in terms of series that I have not touched yet, that I could see myself playing on any level, because I've played a little bit of everything. But I would definitely say that's the largest gap, I think, in my mind. Any games I haven't done for content that I really want to play? I guess like make content for them is the question on that one. I've kind of hit like everything, I think. Because usually if there's something I would really like to do for content, I try to like, I'm spontaneous, I like to just jump into it. So I don't really have a good answer for this one in terms of like things that I really want to do for content. Usually I'm just focused on whatever the next thing that I'm doing is. And I'm usually good of, if there's something I really want to do, I'll try to slip it in as soon as I can. I guess Lost Odyssey was one of those where I just finally didn't get through the whole thing, and I finally did that a couple of years ago. So that would have been the answer back then, but aside from that, nothing. Let's see. From That Pink Bitch, this is probably too similar to Devil X, but do you plan on maybe trying to play other Zelda games in the future? Like the 3DS or DS ones, aka Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Link Between Worlds. The 3DS/DS ones I'm not too interested in, honestly. Just because, I don't know, what I've heard about all of them isn't something that's super grabbing me, but I also, do plan on doing some more Zelda stuff at some point. I've still never fully played any of the N64 ones, so I would like to do those. It's like I went and did all the 3D Zeldas except for the two, probably some of the most played that weren't the Switch ones, being like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Just haven't. I watched Let's Plays of those in like 2008, if that helps, but I have not gone through those, and I would like to do those eventually. They're on NSO, so I'll probably do it that way, but I do want to hit those up. Not a tremendous amount of interest in the DS and 3DS ones. They seem a bit too gimmicky for me. Then I've heard, I heard about the Link Between Worlds where it's like you pick whatever you want to go and do stuff, and I'm like, I kind of feel like I take way more to the structure, more heavily structured Zeldas before they started slowly like trying to give you as much freedom as possible. Not that they're bad. I mean, I played through Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, no problem. But that's just kind of where I'm at. But yeah, I do have some other Zelda plans, and there's some other 2D ones I'd like to try, like the Oracle games and Minish Cap. But I played a little bit of some stuff, and I've enjoyed it. So yeah, that's oh, that was good enough of an answer. Anyway, that should be it for the Q&A. As always, you can send me in your questions whenever I put a thread up for this, and whenever I've filmed it and it's all done, I delete the post. I'm doing it now. I sure hope that I'm recording. If I was not recording, then, well, good thing we are, because now it's not ruined. Because I deleted that post, and I don't remember anything they said. Who even asked questions? We don't know. Anyway, that's it for the video. That's what we got playing coming up. I'm going to be working through Trails in the Sky first, finishing that up. We're going to play some more Lego Party. We're going to be playing Digimon Story Time Stranger, Pokemon Legends Z to A, maybe some horror-related stuff or some Halloween season-related stuff happening on the channel. I am turning 33 at the end of the month. Exciting. Ooh! And who knows what else we got going on. Even more stuff could happen at random. But as always, thank you, that's right, you, for watching or listening to the video in another tab where you go do something else. I am gonna go and get another stream fired up, and you'll probably see this tonight after the stream's done and I'm trying to get everything in order. Anyway, thank you for your support, especially those on Patreon, because rest assured, when I go to pay my rent at the start of each month, I have like $0 left, and the Patreon's the only reason I can eat. I love you. You're awesome. You're great. All right, I'm gonna go now. Bye-bye.